The Last Night Train by C.W. Boylan. He woke to the sound of the rails, a steady clatter, hollow, rhythmic, rolling beneath him as if the train was striking something vast and empty over and over again. The seat rocked gently. Dim lights hummed overhead, not flickering, just tired. He was on a train. He didn't remember getting on. The realization arrived without panic, without urgency. His mind felt blank, as though whatever came before had quietly been erased. No station, no ticket, no destination. Beside him, on the tray table attached to the seat to his right, lay a newspaper. It was folded neatly in quarters, flat, undisturbed, as if it had been placed there carefully and then forgotten. He didn't touch it. He looked around. The car was empty. Rows of seats stretched forward and back, swaying gently with the motion of the train. No bags in the racks. No coats draped over armrests. No quiet breathing or shifting shapes in the dim light. It's night, he told himself. People don't travel much at night. The thought did not settle him. He turned to the window. Outside, the darkness streamed past uninterrupted. No towns, no houses, no distant lights, just black, pressed close to the glass, keeping pace with the train. A faint uneasiness took hold. He stood and walked the aisle, his footsteps sounding too loud in the empty car. At the rear end, the vestibule leading to the next car was visible through the glass. Darker than the rest of the car, its edges swallowed by shadow. He paused there, listening. The train did not slow. It did not change. Uncomfortably, he turned and walked to the forward instead. The lights toward the front of the car were brighter, warmer. He reached the forward vestibule and looked through the glass into the next car. It was bright there. He lingered a moment and then returned to his seat and sat down. The newspaper was still there, folded exactly the same as it had been, resting on the tray table beside him. He exhaled slowly. You're tired, that's all. That was when the light in the rear of the car dimmed. Only slightly. So little he almost dismissed it. He stared, waiting for it to correct itself. It didn't. The shadow at the far end of the car stretched forward along the floor. He stood. It seemed to stop. Nothing else changed. The train continued on. The lights hummed. His heart slowed. I imagined it. Then the darkness moved again. It crept forward on the row, climbing the backs of the seats in a long, narrow shapes, as if the shadows themselves were reaching. No, he whispered. He stood frozen, watching it, his mind scrambling for reason. A tunnel, a power fluctuation, a trick of the light. Still, the darkness kept coming. He ran. He sprinted down the aisle toward the forward end of the car, shouting, his voice echoing uselessly off empty seats. He slammed his fists against the metal bulkhead at the end of the car, against the glass of the vestibule, rattling handrails and frames, anything that would make sound. Behind him, the darkness swallowed the last row of seats. He stumbled forward into the next car, and he spun and pressed himself back against the glass, staring. The car he had fled was no longer visible, only blackness where it stood, thick and absolute. This car was empty. He rushed forward and then back again, pacing, breathing hard. The window showed nothing. The darkness outside pressed close, unbroken. The lights flickered. They dimmed faster this time. "Oh, God," he said, his voice breaking. "Please." He ran again, shouting now, begging, pounding on the end of the car as the light drained away. The shadows surged forward without hesitation. He burst into the next car and nearly fell, catching himself on a seat. He staggered down the aisle and collapsed halfway through the car, folding forward, gasping. Beside him on the tray table, to his right, lay a newspaper, folded neatly into quarters, exactly the same. He stared at it, shaking. "No," he said, louder now. "No, no, no, this isn't real." The lights dimmed. He didn't wait. He ran the aisle, screaming for anyone, his voice, cracking in the darkness, raced toward him. More quickly now. He watched it crawling. He felt it behind his eyes. "I'll do anything," he shouted. "Please." He stumbled into the next car. Again. His hands ached. His throat burned. His thoughts came apart, slipping away from him faster each time. He collapsed into a seat, sobbing openly now. The newspaper was there, always there, unmoved. He cried until his voice gave up, until only the rails answered him. The darkness took the car. He woke to the sound of rails, dim lights, empty seats. He was on a train. Beside him on the table, attached to the seat to his right, lay a newspaper, folded neatly into quarters. He didn't remember getting on.